Good evening, everybody.
Boom.
Boom. I got the one and only Madison Main up here with me tonight.
Hey, everyone.
I figured some of y'all may not know or only know in passing our friend here, Richie Madison Main. And I have to apologize first to all those that were um, getting ready for the 24-hour live stream, and I was a no-show. So I just have to give it real quick. Reason why.
Well, it's
Uh,
all right. You wouldn't have had me at that time.
nope. I was I remember telling Ed a while back that I would like to go first. He sent me the spreadsheet and I could not open it. And then today I just got distracted and didn't think about it. Um, and then like about 10 after 7, Ed's like, yeah, you're no show Jersey Ray. um,
That's not a nickname you want.
no. uh, so I actually saw Gentleman Prospectors community post that Jersey Ray is MIA, Sarosa's going first. So I popped into her stream. I said, yeah, no, finish out the hour. I'll go after you. And then up above the pinned link, you'll see that I have the link for JP Lawns and more. But I believe it says he's going on at 10. I thought I was only going on for an hour. I don't know. It keeps saying it's not there, so we'll figure it out. But there's a lot of you here tonight. So many. I made you all blue. Uh, so many. Ahead of time, I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to share this screen. Because we have Richie up here tonight and we're going to talk about this, if you would like to win, I don't normally do it on a 24-hour stream, but in honor of my buddy Richie, if you would like to win
Let,
his newest book, just put hashtag book. You must be here to win whenever I give this away. Not going to give you a time. It's going to be random. So
I just
hang
happen
out.
to have a copy right here.
Hang on. I'm going to make you full screen. There you go. Dark Witches and Mystical Misfits. It'll be that book.
An absurdly humorous and hysterical book.
So there you go, guys. All you got to do is put hashtag book if you want to win it. Got to be here when I give it away, and then all you have to do is send me your address, and I will have Amazon ship it to you. It won't be the free version. It will be the same version that Richie was holding. Nice paperback edition.
Yeah.
And he had his. Was this your first book signing today?
Yes. Yeah.
He
Yes.
had his
Because
very.
last year I produced 6 children's books and I didn't do any book signing or anything like that.
That's right. That was pretty exciting. I gave, I think, two of them away last year. I gave one of your first ones, and then I gave the one around Christmas time that you put out.
Yeah, that one's a pretty cool book. That one's like a under the radar kind of book.
Yeah,
It's Christmas Under the Sea with Cecil the grumpy crab,
yeah, that one.
and everyone knows that character. Everyone has that character who likes to think they know everything and likes to debate everyone on everything, and that
Oh, so you did
that's
a
who
story about
Cecil.
me. I get it. I get it. It is cute. I know the person that won it. They told me their kids really liked it, so I was happy to do that. And I did say on my Wednesday night that I'll be giving away some books this Christmas season because I didn't do much events this year, so I don't have a lot of tchotchkes that I normally give away. All the free stuff and the stuff I win, and running low on my coins because I donated a lot to the Ansley Kate hunt, so I figured I'd give away books, some of which will be yours, and tonight will be the first one we give away tonight.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna try to say hi to you all, but there's a lot of you here. Let's see. We started I don't want to remove that. Well, B3 said he was not first. I don't remember who was first. I can't see it with my pinned comment in the way. Let's see if we can get up there on the StreamYard. Bent Fork Prospecting was first. Then Chris, B3 Relic Recovery. I will be giving away one of his books this Christmas season. DB, Paparoos. Oh, look, Rich.
I've got both of Chris's books.
Huh?
I have both of Chris's books. They're nice books.
Oh, yeah.
B3's books, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I just actually lent his first one out to somebody that goes to physical therapy with me because she's reading all the time. I'm like, you got to read this book. The Bloody Bridge one.
Yeah.
Paparoos, Mark the Senile Detectorist.
Bill's read my book.
Yeah, I think I was in the stream when you guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
Marvin Huff, Two Taverns Todd, Lucky Duck Digger, Mike, M.A. Lyman, Prairie Prospecting, Mama Bird, Mandy's Candy, Jim Cloak, Tin Man Rusty Can. I kind of like that name, Tin Man Rusty Can. Kind of rhymes. Mama Bird, yeah. Archaeology in Gold, Dorothy Richardson, some new people here. Ed, flash in your pan, he's watching. He's got eyeballs on there. You gotta let me know what time I'm supposed to stream till, Ed, because I thought JP said it was 9, and now actually the link's not working. So message me or whatever. Mandy's Candy, Lisa, Ventures in Michigan with Lisa, Mr. Lodak, AMM Prospecting. I don't know if I said them. Megadog, Alaskan Assassin Adventures.
That's a good name for you.
Yeah. Prairie Prospecting, I think I said you, but I'll say it twice. Kermudge in Alaska. That's a cool name. I think Rose was saying their name before I came over here to set up. Park Rat.
Hey, Pat.
Megadog. Try to get caught up here. I feel like Shane on Ohio River history right now. Joel, Drum and Detect. JP Charts. I told him if I started doing charts during Rose's stream, I wouldn't be here right now. Shannon Dalton, hey cuz. ATC, All Things Country. Marty Verstahl. I think I'm Brian Ollier. Amanda just chilling. Pretty much, I think I'm all caught up. Let me make Bent Fork Blue. These are a lot of people I just met this evening. Some I know from Patty Disharoon. Some I know from Ed Streams. Some I know from JP Rose.
There's so many channels out there. It's hard to know everybody.
Javier. Autism Magnificent Mary. I think I got you all. If I didn't, I apologize, but there's a lot of you, so. And Gentleman Prospector, to be honest, he's the reason before Ed that I knew that I missed 7 p.m. Thank you so much for making that post, that community post, Gentleman Prospector, because I saw it and I was like, wait a minute, why am I MIA? Where am I supposed to be? Hey, Yodis. Yeah, so we have several, like I said, we have several of our treasure community people. Yeah, okay, 9 o'clock. I don't know who's supposed to be on at 9. If you could put their link in the chat, Ed, because I put JP's, but it doesn't seem to be working. And then I'll pin it over and get rid of mine.
I wish we'd get organized us Saturday night up north video crew about being able to put the next link up there. I've tried to do it before, but you need permission from the person, and we just can't seem to get everything coordinated.
When I used to do it on I Dig Fridays, when you would while you were editing, when you were once you uploaded your video on YouTube,
yeah,
it says to put a link for the next channel.
Yeah, yeah, it,
It never asked me for permission. I just put whoever was after me.
yeah. I don't know
It says
if it.
redirect, and you hit that button.
Yeah, or maybe I'll have to try it again. But the
Yeah, I don't know because I don't remember it asking me, having them give permission, and people have been redirected to mine because I wasn't first, and I don't remember being asked for permission. So I think you just put the next premiere link in, and I even talked about that one Wednesday night that I thought that was a pretty neat because it's new. I thought it was pretty neat that they did that because it's not only the different, as Ed said, the five fingers of the treasure hunting fam that does
yeah.
back to back premieres. There's other communities on YouTube, other interests that do that too, that piggyback premieres. So it's pretty cool. Hey, Scott Sharp.
I think it's awesome that we could actually have people be organized enough to line up premieres and do it once a week. Dennis does the Saturday night lineup. I know Tim and Kathy do the Sunday night lineup, and
Yeah, Shane does Mondays, and right now it used to be Juice, but now it's Sweet Diggs does Fridays.
yeah,
And hopefully I'll be back to making content. That's the other thing I figured we talk about for this hour too. Between your books, which all of you have not gotten one. If you don't win tonight, you need to go check out Madison, Maine on Amazon. How many total books now do you have? 6 or 7?
well, I had six children's books, but I took the first one that I made down because it was, I mean, I'm not the proudest of it. It was my first, and I made a lot
Yeah,
of boo-boos on it. So I got five children's books, and then I got the new book I just put out, which is an adult book.
right.
It's got a
Yeah,
little bit
I
of
like.
language.
Well, we're all here. Let me pin this comment. We're all adults, so
Yeah. I'll read the description at some point.
I'm just gonna pin Ed's. There we go. Okay, so the link's up top at 9 o'clock. Head over there at JP's. So while I have you up here with me, Richie, it's been a minute. I do so enjoy hanging out with you. I can't. I'm hoping we can get in the river at least once next year. I'll know more in January what
Yeah.
the timeline will be on the back surgery. So I'm
Oh,
trying
you
to.
got back surgery now?
Yeah, PT is not working. Like I've been doing
Yeah.
decompression for a year, and about 5 6 weeks ago, I fell. I was APA prospecting. I was stepping off my patio, and my right leg was like, yeah, we're not working anymore. And down I went. I screwed my
Oh,
foot up.
wow.
But because my leg is actually numb, I'm pretty sure I screwed it up much more than I actually feel. Like I can still feel it stiff and it hurts a little bit. So I probably did some damage on my foot. So they sent me to a spine specialist, and he's like, "Yeah, the only other thing I can do is spinal fusion." And because it's the lower two vertebrae, the L5, L45, and the 5S1, I don't think it's going to mess up too much of my being able to bend forward, because it's
Yeah.
lower than the curve. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But if I want to detect again, I'm gonna have to do that because I went out a couple times and I just really can't. But like I said, I'm hoping that this at least have it done in the summer because I know I have to have an epidural, maybe two, before I can have the surgery because we have to do that before Department of Labor will prove it.
Yeah.
You have to do the conservative, although that's not going to heal it. You know what I mean? It's just going to block the pain.
Yeah. Insurance companies, they tell you the procedure that you're gonna go through to get the way you know you're gonna have to go eventually.
Well, that's what happened with my shoulder. They made me do 7 months of physical therapy. Wasn't going
Yeah.
to make the rotator cuff, grow back over to my shoulder. It was completely torn off. And my
I
biceps
got
was
a
ready to snap.
I got a torn rotator cuff in my right shoulder, but physical therapy worked for me, so
Yeah, if it's just a tear, it might, depending on how big the tear is. Mine was
Yeah,
completely torn off. I was no longer attached. I couldn't even lift my arm.
yeah.
And then my
Pretty hard to
bicep,
do physical therapy.
yeah, I did it. I did it for 7 months. Probably made it worse. Before they would authorize the surgery. And the surgery took 3 hours instead of 45 minutes because of how much damage was in my shoulder. But I had one of my follow ups today, and he was very happy with where I'm at because I can almost completely raise it up. I mean, I can. If he pulls my arm up, it goes up. And 2 months
Yeah,
ago, do that. So it's getting there. And then, but I want to do that thing in Vermont, like I told you. I want to get a group together there, and then my permission and Glover, and then hopefully get up at least with you and Dennis once, because I do miss going up there. I had a great time with you guys.
yeah. It's 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 weather dependent on how if we can get in the water or not. Because
Yeah,
I mean, this year it was a not a great year early because we had a lot of rain. But
yeah.
when September hit, it dried up and it was fantastic for the
No, I
last
know.
month
I was
we
missing
had
your
there.
video. I was like,
Yeah,
man, I should be there now.
yeah.
Yeah, but with my back.
Dennis has a knack for finding stuff. Kelly and I, we hunted with him one day. It was like we hunted this spot in the river like a bunch of times. And Dennis goes out there. And next thing you know, he's finding a porcelain license plate, and then he's finding a bell, then he's finding this and that. And it's like, wow, he's just got a knack for it.
He does, and so does Kelly.
And Kelly's got a knack for finding marbles.
Starika just had rotator cuff surgery in October. I'm actually going for an MRI on the left one because I've been overcompensating for a year and it really, really hurts.
Kelly found this in the dump like last month. We were hunting. It's a
Oh yeah.
percussion cap, uh, percussion cap double barrel musket pistol thing. It's
No,
probably
that's pretty cool.
mid to late 1800s.
No, that's neat. I remember watching
Not
that
not
movie.
not everybody's dug one of those.
So what got you interested in writing books, Richie?
Um, Years ago, I've actually got some books that I started but never finished. I just always wanted to write a book. I enjoy writing, but I still have those stories that they're in a file somewhere on Microsoft's data bank. But I decided I was going to write some children's books because I thought maybe I could actually finish those. And so I wrote 6 children's books last year. Once I got one done, then I learned more and more as I produced one and another. I kept having these ideas, and then with this book here, I started it thinking it was going to be another children's book, and it just kept going and going. And at
Yeah,
some point, I said, "Well, we're gonna make a novel."
nice. I'm excited for you and for Chris. Um, that's awesome. Look at that. Chris said Richie is kicking butt.
Actually, my next book, I already have 27 chapters written.
Really?
Yeah,
27 chapters.
27 chapters. It's not fully written. There's 27 chapters written. What's going to happen in each one, but all the detail and all the editing hasn't been done yet. So
Nice.
I'm using an outline. There's an outline called the 3 act outline.
Hmm.
There's 3 acts in the story, and each act has 9 chapters. So that gets you to 27, and it has a it tells you what's supposed to happen at each point in the story. So you make your chapter relate to what it's telling you it should be.
Oh, that's cool. That's helpful.
Yeah.
I used to want it when I was a kid. I wanted to write a book, but I realized I'm actually just really lazy.
Oh, when I get writing, I get right into it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't think of any way that would make me not lazy writing a book. I was like, if I wrote it by hand, if I typed it, well, I'm a terrible typer. What if I voice dictated it? Yeah, no, I'm lazy. I mean, I could tell you stories, but to write one down, I gotta admit, I am lazy. Colleen asks, who illustrates your books?
My children's books, I did it myself with the help of AI. I mean, I AI generated a character, and then I had to make a background and all that, and make it apply to the story. So, but except for my Christmas book I did last year, I did all the illustrations myself on that one. So I put my name down as the illustrator too. So,
That's cool. If you guys anybody else got questions about Richie and his writing stories, you can put them in the chat. Any of his books. Hey, Dennis Bigfoot, welcome. I will check you out after the
hold on, I'll
stream.
be right back.
Yeah, take your time. I will check you out after the stream. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about Richie's books, for those of you just who popped in later after I showed this, I will be giving away Richie's newest book, and then before Christmas, I will be giving away one or two of his children's books to those of you who have littles. Just put hashtag book in the chat. This is one of the few times I'm going to ask you to be here. If you win, if not, we will draw the name again. It's just going to be the StreamYard giveaway, random comment. Well, not random. Hashtag book. Hey, Viento Samurai, how are you, buddy? You could buy Richie's books on Amazon. And let me go to there and get the link for you. Hey, Thomas. Thomas 907. Good to see you. There we go. Just wanted to make you blue. Let me get that link real
Now,
quick.
now when I was at my book signing today, and I'd have people read the description of my book, and I'd look at their face and wait to see them laugh because a lot of people get a get a kick out of reading it.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
going to read the book description right now for you.
All
In
right,
a
go ahead.
world where the supernatural and the absurd collide, meet the most unlikely band of heroes: a toothless vampire, his estranged countess lover, a dumpster diving minimalist hoarder, a witch who struggles with magic, an acrobatic mime with a sailor's vocabulary, a furless bodybuilding tattooed werewolf, a not so funny stand up comedian, the jack o' lantern slinging headless hairstylist, and their disgruntled group counselor. Together, they form the Mystical Misfits, a ragtag superhero group. Join them on a wild and wickedly funny adventure unlike any other, filled with banter, supernatural shenanigans, and unexpected romance.
Awesome. I think you did you share that? Did you share that?
I'm not sure. I might have shared it on Facebook. I'm not sure if I did or not.
Trying to get the link for your book. Did you write it as Richie or as Madison Maine?
Richie Kemp.
Oh, you did write it as Richie. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't use my other pen name. I was kind of proud of it, so I decided to put my name on it.
Let me. All right, because I was like, I see the kids' books, so I can put the link in the chat.
I don't
There it
need
is.
these now.
Just getting the link for you guys.
Now editing the book as many times as I've been through it, I've read it like it must have been like 10 times I've gone through it. So it, when I read it now, it's like I skip sentences because I know what it's going to say.
Now I'm just gonna copy and paste because. All right, this is hey Beards here, and Liz digging Canuck. Sorry guys,
Hey,
I was.
Liz.
Nope, it's too long. I'm trying to share you the link. Let me see if I can just go to your. You used to be able to share the links on here on Amazon. Hmm, it's being a dum dum. Well, it says you could read a sample, but I don't know why it's not letting me.
I got it in.
You got it in?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can. Oh, how'd you get it so short? Mine's coming out like 17 miles long. All right, I copied it.
Um,
I'll share it again.
because I got the version that doesn't have all the trackers attached to it.
Oh, Mark Tabuh is here. Mark DeBerg.
Mark DeBerg has read my book.
Then we have Heath Doty's Adventures and Beard. Anybody else sneak in here? Make sure you put in hashtag book, and so you can win one. And Amazon shipped to Canada, so Liz, you can be in on it too if you want a Richie Kemp book.
You could actually order it out of Canada. There's a it's shipped right out of Canada too.
Okay, I'm gonna share that. Let me see. Share the books page. So there it is. Looks good there.
We we had Mark and we had Bill on live last night on our Friday night show, and we were depicting who we wanted for actors and actresses to play each character in the book. We had a good time debating that last night.
Yeah, I'll read the first paragraph. Under a full moon, an abandoned house sat overlooking the small town of Crooksville. The weather-beating siding had turned gray and textured from years of exposure. The moonlight entered the dwelling through a paneless window. Tattered drapes swayed in a delicate breeze. Inside the room, with dilapidated walls, a dust-laden piano occupied one corner. Cobwebs clung from the chandelier to ceiling like ghostly canopy. Staged in the center of the room was a coffin. Inside stirred a fangless vampire known as Count Henry. The coffin lid creaked like an old rusty gate hinge as he slowly lifted it and rose from his daytime slumber. Now, if y'all want to read the rest, you'll have to buy it yourself or win it tonight. Hashtag book.
Yeah,
Nice descriptors in there.
yeah. I really worked hard on this getting an image in your head for reading it.
I like the name Count Henry. Got 29 entries.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know where I come up with my names. I just try to find something it, that's original.
Yeah.
At one point in the book, one the villain calls him Dracula, and it pisses him off, and he says, "My name is Count Henry."
I like it though. Henry's a
Yeah.
good name for a vampire.
His estranged lover is Roberta.
Roberta?
Roberta, yeah.
Gentleman prospector said, "Well done, Jersey Ray. Now do it in your best James Earl Jones voice." Oh, I couldn't do that. No, no. I will definitely contact you, Itodi. Those are. I'm having the 4.5 and the 5S1 done. Richie read an excerpt. Richie read an excerpt last day. Very image forming. Wait, I better read that on YouTube. Hey, Brunfree, good day.
Was
I
it
don't know
the
what
one I
you're.
read last night? I read an excerpt from my future book last night. Is that what they're talking about?
Probably. Probably.
Yeah, yeah. That one starts out a little spicy.
There you go.
Thank you, Chris.
I've been to Bloody Bridge with Ed, which is where Chris's book takes place at the Bloody Bridge, and I've been there. Weezer Geezer TV got busy and forgot to show up. I got busy. Well, I got distracted and forgot to show up myself, so I don't feel bad. Missed my own stream. Leave it to me. Like Eddie Murphy's movie, Hercules. It's Jersey Ray, Jersey Ray. Yeah, and we magnafished in the canal, Ed and I. We were hoping to find like the axe head from the murder, you know. There was nothing. There was nothing in that canal. Yeah, I remember that conversation. All right, we do have somebody that he's been good on Wednesday nights, but not tonight. He feels the need to say hi to everybody. Most of those people do not know you, so you can say hi to him. Hola, Taco. ¿Cómo estás? Everybody, this is Slash, the pain in the ash.
He's adorable, though.
Did I bring him with me? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't. No.
Yeah. I don't think I did either time.
If you did, you must have left him in the vehicle because I didn't see him.
I wouldn't have done that in the summer, but I might have won when I came up later. It was like September or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think I did.
You came up in August, right? It was
Yeah. I came up
early
when
August, I believe.
Kay was out there, and I came up a second time.
Yeah. Kay come up early because she wanted to hunt the river. Normally her and Mary used to come up in the fall when it
Yeah.
was colder. Yeah. And I'll never forget Kay finding that big piece of pewter in the water there. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was fun.
And you found that terraplane
I
hubcap, and
did.
then Kelly found that gold ring.
I know. It was Eastern Star, and my sister's an Eastern
Yeah,
Star. Tell me that's not
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I didn't find crap, but that's all right. It's all about getting out and the company that you hunt with, and
I had a very good time both times. You know what? I think I messaged you about the. I guess it was around about a year ago now when I found the picture of my
yeah.
grandmother and my grandfather. I actually had them over here. I might still. Uh, with the terraplane when they had bought it.
I told that to Kelly, and he was like, "Wow."
I know. I never knew they owned one. It was a 1934 terraplane. I thought they were over here, but maybe not. I just had to like pull a bunch of stuff off my desk, so I might have taken them off. Yeah, that was crazy. I was like looking at the picture, going, my grandmother must have wrote on it like Ken with the 1934 Hudson terraplane, and Violet with the 1934 Hudson terraplane. Yeah, no, I don't have them up here, but yeah, no, that was crazy. You know, because they only made them for 8 years, and they didn't make that many. And then I did
Yeah,
a
I'd never heard of it before that day, but Kelly, as old as he is, he probably worked on the assembly line making them.
he might have. Yeah, I
I
had no
tease him
idea
like that
about
all
the
the
car
time.
either.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what I found. Remember, I was like, "What is this?" We all thought it might have been the cap off a note, off the propellers of a plane, like a little biplane or
I
something.
think you were ready to toss it on the bank,
I pretty
actually.
much was, but it took me so long to take. It was like over a foot deep. I was digging that for a long time.
You know, there was a spot in that same brook that Kelly had dug, and he'd given up on a target. And that target had been there for a long time because Dennis didn't bother with it, and I didn't bother with it. One day I said, I'm going to dig that up and see what that is. It ended up being a Gates battery sign, a nice two-sided sign. I ended up getting $190 for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the
We have a
last,
guy who
go ahead.
we have a guy who buys up signs. He restores them and wheels and deals them. So any signs we dig, we can get cash for them right away.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I at the last minute, I still had it in my trunk when I went to my club meeting, and I was like, "Hey, Georgianne, I didn't." At the last minute, I was like, you know what? I didn't clean it. It wasn't clean or anything. There's little bits of rust falling off of it, and some main river mud on it still. Hey,
Yeah.
Dirt Clod, Patty, and I brought it in my club meeting for fines, and I think I put it under relics, and I just kind of like tossed it there. I was like, nobody's gonna vote on this. It won fine of the month. It's like all the
Georgianne
guys.
has yeah. Georgianne has my book. She's reading it right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all of you, I think a couple of you have come in recently. Just put hashtag book. There's 31 entries. Um, and I'll be giving away one of Richie, not one of, but Richie's new book. Um,
The one
and
for adults.
yeah, the one for adults. I'll do
Yeah.
one or two of the children's ones before Christmas on a Wednesday night. But tonight because Richie, I messaged him in Mike's chat and was like, "Hey, you want to come up?" And he was like, "You want me to?" And I'm like, "I sent you the link." And because I wanted to talk about his book a little bit because I know some of you may not know about it. So, um, and get the more word out more. I mean, the nice thing about Amazon is you can self-publish, and Richie's books are really good. And I'd like to give one of you guys the book tonight. It'll be the paperback version, not the free Kindle version, so that you get the actual physical copy. And
Actually,
uh,
actually, the Kindle version is like $3.99. But if you have the subscription to Kindle Unlimited, you can download it, and I get paid by the page that you read.
yeah, no,
That's how
that's
that
cool.
works. Yeah.
But this way, you guys can have it as part of your library. I'm old school. I like the actual physical book. And I heard tell that if you mail it to him, he might autograph it for you. So
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Anybody who mails me their copy of my book, I'll autograph it and mail it back.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you just got to be here uh, to claim it. I'll give you like a minute or two in case you left to use the facilities. Hey, metal
I
detecting on
gotta
the spectrum.
gotta say hi to Patty and Tom and whoever else just come in that haven't said hi to yet.
Uh, metal detecting on the spectrum. I just made you blue so you can share your channel. Let's see. I'm checking your channel out now. Nice channel. Lots of links in there. Awesome. 2.14 subscribers. So over 2K subscribers. Good job. I'm already subscribed, but yeah, share it away. That's why I made you blue. And thank you for joining us tonight and put hashtag book to win one of Richie's books. We'll probably do that here in the next 10 minutes. And then after my
Yeah,
stream, by the way, there's a link up top for, on the 24-hour family Treasure Fam live streams, JP Lawns and more. A little mix up in the beginning. I apologize for that. But, Rose was awesome. She went ahead on live. And then when I popped in, I was like, oopsie. She was like, hey, you want to finish out the hour and I'll just go at 8 like originally? And I was like, no, I'll just go at 8 now. Um, so here we are for those of you who came in later. And so you're going to write another adult book? Or are you going to do any more?
oh yeah. This is an adult. Yeah, probably a little even more than Dark Witches and Mystical Misfits. The only reason I listed that as 18 plus is I got a mind that swears, and there's a little romantic scene, but it's not really spicy. But I didn't want to list it for young adults and then have people complain uh, that it's not appropriate for that age group, and then have Amazon take it out on me. And it's just easier to listen as 18 plus. So
No, I get it.
yeah.
That's why they have ratings on movies. I just saw somebody made a post on Facebook in one of the groups, and it was shared around because it was actually funny. There's a Jack Black movie that just came out called Satan Claus.
I,
There's a
I
kid
I haven't heard
misspelled.
about that one, I guess.
I saw the previews for it. I wouldn't have brought a small child. So this woman had put out or not brought, it's streaming on Paramount. And hey, Texas Donna, good to see you. She had put out this warning to all parents: it is not a children's movie. It is not. I'm like, what was the clue that gave it
What?
to you? That the name was Satan Claus, or because it said PG-13? Yeah, I wouldn't sit your toddler in front of it. That's like, do you remember the movie Pan's Labyrinth?
Remotely.
I guess
I
it
don't
was
think
10
I've ever seen
years,
it.
somewhere around there it came out. Oh, there was a big thing about it because people were taking their small children to the theater to see this movie because Pan's Labyrinth. Because the first word was Pan, and they're thinking Peter Pan, and they weren't
Oh,
thinking
really?
what the folklore Pan. And I saw the movie and I was like, I can't believe people brought their small children to this. Even the trailer was very, very dark. It's a very disturbing movie. Um, I mean, it's really good. It is a good movie, but it's very disturbing, and it's very dark. And just the trailer alone, I wouldn't have brought small children, and people were bringing them to the theater in their brains thinking Peter Pan, and not really checking it out before you bring your kid there. That's just crazy. Yodi's fine. David Bowie. That's Labyrinth. That was good. That's not even really a small children's movie. Labyrinth.
Labyrinth? There's a lot of movies I haven't seen, and I really haven't gone to the movies a lot over the years. So,
This one goes way back in our, like probably our late teens, early 20s.
okay.
It's a David Bowie movie
It sounds familiar.
with the Muppets. Well, they weren't Muppets, but with the puppets.
I guess I haven't seen it.
I remember seeing it, and my sister and I to this day will still call each other and go, "You remind me of a babe." She'll go, "What babe?" Babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Voodoo? You do. Do what? Remind me of a babe. And just go over and over like that.
Okay.
It's part of the movie. Dark Crystal, that was pretty dark too. Um, yeah, not everything was is kid small children friendly. And people really need to check out things before they bring their small children to the theaters. Um, unless you have my nieces who like stuff like that even when they were little.
Yeah, there's enough kids movies out there. I mean, seems like Disney's putting one out like every other week. So,
Yeah, but remakes.
well, yeah.
When's the last original Disney movie come out?
I can't think of one. It's been a
There you
while.
go. They keep remaking them. They even remake ones that are only 5 years old. I don't get it. They need somebody with like imagination like you got in
Yeah, but
Disney.
I got a dark imagination though.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't quite fit with a Disney. I just happen to be wearing my Angry Andy Squatch shirt today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
He's
know.
the
I should have taken
lovable.
the time to put Trash Kitty on.
Yeah.
What do you say here? Disney continuations take 10 years plus. Yeah, that too. Great movies. People do not care. They take littles to horror movies. Most movies are PG, hardly any G. Yeah, my my first movie was Bambi, and that's a G movie, but I would put it in the horror class because you know what happened to Bambi's mom, and when you're 5, you're well aware what happened to Bambi's mom. And then my mother took me to see a horror flick right afterwards. That's what I was saying, Ed. Fire their writers and hire Richie.
I give him some ideas.
Exactly, Texas Donna. Who killed Bambi?
Um, if you go on Teespring under um, Madison, Maine, it's called Spring now. It used to be called Teespring. These shirts are on there.
Bambi, Old Yeller. I still cry over those movies. The only movie that honestly ever there's only well only one book ever made me cry, and that was Love Story. And the only movie that ever actually made me cry was what was it? Toy Soldiers, I think. Had all the actors back then before they were big in it. Yeah, I think it was Toy Soldiers. It's when they were at the military academy and they got
I'm trying to remember.
I think it was Toy Soldiers. And at the very end, uh, I think they were trying. Yeah, no, it wasn't Toy Soldiers. Oh, what was it called?
Now, the kind of movies I've watched over the years, growing up and when I was an adult, stuff like Terminator. That's the kind of stuff I enjoy. The first Gladiator movie, I haven't seen the new one that's come out yet, but the one with Russell Crowe, I mean, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Thank you, Mr. Lodak. Went and found the link to my Spring account.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Thank you, Mr. Lodak. I didn't even see you come in.
Actually, if you go on there, I've got
Oh, that,
some merchandise that pertains to my new book on there too. You can get a T-shirt of this image too.
I think I'm gonna go over there and buy one for myself for Christmas.
I
The
don't
only
know how
movie,
long I don't know how long it'll take you to get one because I ordered mine a month ago and I still haven't gotten it. But it seems
also the
like it takes
lion.
forever.
They do sometimes.
Yeah.
The movie I was talking about was Taps.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen that.
The very last scene when he walks out of the academy building holding his buddy. I mean, I just even to this day I watch that movie. I have it on DVD, and I'm just like a little baby every time. That movie, that final scene gets me. I don't even remember who was all in it.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm looking now. Where's the show cast? Oh, Timothy Hutton, Tom Cruise, Sean Penn.
Yeah, I remember Sean Penn.
Trying to find the kids. So Timothy Hutton, I think he was the one that died, and Sean Penn was the one who carried him out, or it was the opposite. But every time I see that movie, I cry. Well, it's 10 minutes of taking chances.
Another movie I like a lot is Full Metal Jacket.
That was a good movie. It was. And like the title of the movie actually came from the first like what, 10 minutes into the movie?
Yeah.
It's the only time it's mentioned is Full Metal Jacket. Hey, Gene. Gene Diggs History. Good to see you. All right, so it's your last shot to get in on this. Hashtag book. Merry early Christmas present from me to one of you. It's or Happy Hanukkah if that's what it is. This is Richie's newest book I'm going to be giving away. Uh, Dark Witches and Mystical Misfits. And one of you lucky peeps will be getting it. So, hey, Dave Hart, didn't see you come in. Um,
Dave Hart has read my book.
he said, if anybody's watched the Deadpool movies and hasn't seen the new one, highly recommend you do. I gotta say, I can't agree with you more. That movie was so good. I mean, I think out of the series, I think this one was really good. There were some things I think it could have done without, but outside of that, I thought it was really good, and I definitely love all the constant. Hey, Casey, the kid, all the
Yeah, but
constant digs,
when you're
huh?
writing dark humor, it's hard to hit on every joke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but he was making so many digs against Disney. It was crazy, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I think was that the one where I thought the f bomb was. Oh, it was just maybe 2 or 3 times more being said when it would have been too many times. I mean, they just put it right at the brink where you go, okay, enough with the f bombs. You know, they just about hit it. But I think we can go ahead and give away your book. What do you think?
It sounds good to me.
All right, I'm gonna bring it up. I hope you all got in there. We got 41 entries, 53 people watching. So if you
And
haven't
and
got,
for the
huh?
and for those of you who've already ordered my book and have been reading it, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And if
Uh,
you went in on this and you already have his adult version and you want a kid's book, just when you send me your address, let me know. But outside of that, there are a lot of Canadian actors are good. Yeah, I think there's quite a few Canadian actors that are good.
is it Mel Gibson? Is he Canadian?
No, I think he was born in America. I think he was born in New York and he was raised in
Okay.
Australia and then moved back
Oh,
to.
okay. Yeah. Who's the most famous Canadian actor?
I don't know. There's so many now,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Actually, because he was born in America, he was raised in Australia. All right, so if you guys got in, we're gonna do it now. I'll let Richie count down, and we're gonna see who gets Richie's newest book. Or if you already got it and you don't actually want this book, you could get one of the kids' book, or you can get this book and you could give it away. If you want it signed by Richie, just contact him. He'll send it out to him, and he'll sign it for you.
They mail
We
it right back.
Yeah, we live a little too far apart for me to drive up and have him sign it.
Yeah.
Uh, so go ahead when you're ready, Richie. Count down.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Here we go. Good luck, everybody. We'll see who it is. Heath Doty.
Uh,
Look at that.
Congratulations.
Go ahead and say you're here because I know you're here. We just literally talked. Um, but just let me know you're here still. That's my Gmail down there in the bottom. Let's see if he make sure he didn't run to the restroom or something.
I haven't seen him yet.
There he is. Awesome. Congratulations, Heath. Go for
I,
Bill.
if you haven't read a book in years, there's a lot of people in the community who have read this book who haven't read a book in years. So don't be afraid to read it, even if you're not a regular reader.
Not only that, I mean, it's not War and Peace. It's not
Yeah,
it's not that thick.
it's
Uh
42,000 words roughly,
not bad. It's a decent
about
sized book.
about 280 pages.
If you would like to get your own copy, there's the link. Richie put it in earlier and I put it in now, so you can go check out the book for yourself. Buy a little in your family, one of the kids' books. They're really cute. You'll like them.
Yeah.
The link's been shared a couple times for JP. He's on in 3 minutes. And then, I mean, I don't know how many of you are going to hang all night, but let's see how many do. Well, I was thinking when I read the first paragraph of Richie's that I would offer to do the audibles for them, but I have a speech problem. You don't always hear it, but when I was reading, you could definitely hear it. I trip over
Yeah.
syllables.
I've been asked why I don't do audibles for it. I say, well, I may do one in the future, but it costs money. And right now I'm underwater with what I have now, so I don't need to do an audible right away.
There you go. Dave Hart's not a reader, and he's enjoying it. Thank you, Kermich. Just to let you know, on Wednesday night, you can see both of us actually. I'm over here, Jersey Ray Diggs at 7:30, and Richie
I,
hangs out at Underground Buddha
yeah.
on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. You can visit both of us. And then Iron Antler Adventures also at 7 p.m. Um, he'll stream. Iron Antler could go a couple hours, so you can visit Richie from 7 to 7:30 at Underground Buddha. You can hang out with me from 7:30 to 8 at Jersey Ray Diggs, and then you could go hang out with Iron Antler until the end of his stream at Iron Antler Adventures. Um, Flash in your pan. Most of you all know him. Tuesday nights. Uh, there's a lot more going on. Keep an eye out for Mally Man. He goes live. Paparoos Tuesday nights. Friday nights is Mark the Bird, Richie,
Yeah,
Paparoos.
we call ourselves the Dream Stream.
The Dream Stream on Friday nights. You
Yeah.
Thursday nights. Um, Richie and the Northeast Diggers, they have Saturday night back-to-back premieres. Sunday night is Treasure Sundays. Monday night is Monday Night Digs. Hey, Angie and Rick. And then Friday nights is I Dig Fridays. So there's always something going on in the Treasure fam. Sunday mornings, FL Thunder with Rob and Charlie. And
Yeah, Thursday with Shane.
Thursdays with Shane.
Yeah.
So there is so much going on. Heath, my Gmail is on the bottom, and Ed shared it in the stream as well. Thank you for the people who've come over. Kermage in Alaska said they do lives every few weeks. So you guys are all blue. Go check each other out. I'm going to go back in the chat later and do it. And keep an eye out for lives. There's just so many. You can visit, sometimes I have two screens going on my phone because I want to support everybody. So thank you all. Head over to JP now. I will see you guys over there. Peace.
Night, everyone.
Good night.